You are standing at the threshold of something extraordinary. The fact that you're here means you feel it too, a hunger for something more, a desire to master yourself and not let your emotions dictate your life. Just by clicking this on this video, you are already on the path to learning something new today. Studying Stoicism is not for the faint-hearted. It's a philosophy for those who seek true strength and inner peace, for those who dare to face the tempest of emotions and come out unshaken. Today's video was recommended in our comment section. If you have a video suggestion, just leave it in the comments. Now let's begin the steps into your journey of studying Stoicism. Number 1. Embrace the power of choice. Your journey begins with a single realization. You have power over your choices. In every moment, no matter what life throws at you, you get to decide how to respond. This is one of the most crucial Stoic teachings, encapsulated by Epictetus, who said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The world is unpredictable. Pain will come, hardship will find you. But you, and only you, have control over how you interpret and react to these events." A true Stoic understands that freedom exists in this space between stimulus and response. When someone wrongs you, you can choose anger, or you can choose peace. When life disappoints you, you can fall into despair, or you can rise and accept what comes with grace. Every situation offers you this choice. What will you choose? Imagine your boss undermines your work. The immediate urge might be to lash out, to defend yourself aggressively. But a Stoic pauses. You consider, will this reaction serve me? You take a deep breath. You choose calm over chaos. That is power. Number 2. Understand that the self is the only domain of control. One of the most liberating insights of Stoicism is realizing that you control nothing outside of yourself. Marcus Aurelius, in his personal reflections, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. We often waste energy trying to control what we cannot, other people's opinions, the course of fate, external outcomes. A true Stoic redirects this energy inward, toward controlling their own thoughts and actions. This is your sphere of influence, your mind, your character, your choices. The more you focus on mastering this internal domain, the less power the external world holds over you. Events, people, and circumstances will come and go, but your inner strength, your ability to maintain calm, clarity, and control will remain steadfast. Imagine you're in a relationship where your partner is unpredictable, constantly shifting in mood. Rather than being drawn into the emotional turbulence, you recognize that their behavior is outside your control. You remain steady, focusing on your own reactions, your own serenity. Number 3. Confront your destructive emotions. Stoicism teaches us that the greatest battle we will ever fight is the one within. Seneca, the Roman Stoic, warned us, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Fear, anger, jealousy. These are the enemies that lurk in our minds, distorting our view of the world. But a true Stoic doesn't flee from these emotions. They confront them head-on, dissecting them to understand their source. When you feel anger bubbling up, ask yourself, what am I really angry about? Is it because I've been wronged, or is it because I expected the world to conform to my desires? Stoicism teaches us that destructive emotions are born from false judgments and unrealistic expectations. When you challenge these emotions, they lose their power over you. You've been waiting for an important call, but it never comes. Frustration rises, but instead of letting it control you, you pause, you question, is my frustration helping? You see the futility of it, and with that recognition, the emotion dissipates. Number 4. Study the Core Stoic texts. To truly grasp Stoicism, you must immerse yourself in the words of the great Stoic philosophers. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus left behind timeless teachings that serve as your guideposts. These works aren't just ancient texts. They are living, breathing lessons that can transform how you approach every aspect of life. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations gives you a glimpse into the mind of a ruler striving to maintain virtue amidst immense pressure. Seneca's letters from a Stoic are filled with practical advice on how to maintain composure and purpose in a chaotic world. Epictetus's Enchiridion is a manual for mastering the mind and achieving freedom through reason. By studying these works, you engage in a conversation with minds that have wrestled with the same struggles you face today. Start each day by reading a passage from Meditations. When you encounter a challenge, recall Marcus Aurelius's words, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." That challenge is no longer a barrier, but a stepping stone for growth. Number 5. Acceptance. Amor fati, the love of fate, is the practice of embracing whatever happens. This step is not about passive acceptance, but active love of all that comes your way. Marcus Aurelius said, "A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it. Everything in life, good or bad, serves to strengthen you. Love it all. When life throws a challenge your way, financial hardship, heartbreak, loss, don't just accept it. Embrace it. Love it. Because it is shaping you into something stronger." Number 6. Practice self-denial to build fortitude. The Stoic life is one of discipline. Seneca often practiced self-denial as a way to prepare for life's hardships. "Set aside a certain number of days," he advised, "during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself, 'Is this the condition that I feared?'" When you deny yourself comfort voluntarily, you build resilience. Life's discomforts no longer seem insurmountable because you have already faced them and emerged unscathed. This practice is about strengthening your will. By embracing discomfort, you prove to yourself that comfort is not a necessity. You become tougher mentally and physically. Go a day without your phone. Feel the pull of distraction and convenience. When you deny yourself this crutch, you begin to see how dependent you are on external pleasures. By overcoming that dependency, you grow stronger. Number 7. Contemplate death. Memento mori, remember that you will die. This is not a morbid fixation, but a reminder to live fully and with purpose. Marcus Aurelius frequently meditated on death, not to dwell in despair, but to sharpen his focus on what truly matters. Every day that passes is one less day you have to live a life of virtue, of purpose. When you embrace the reality of your mortality, you stop wasting time. You stop putting off the things that truly matter. Every action, every decision becomes significant because you realize that life is fleeting. As you wake up each morning, remind yourself, today could be your last. Would you live it differently if you knew there was no tomorrow? That sense of urgency is what drives the Stoic to make every moment count. Number 8. Cultivate inner peace through stillness. In the chaos of the world, the Stoic seeks stillness. Marcus Aurelius spoke often of the need to retreat into oneself, to create a place of calm amidst the storm. In a world full of distractions, it is more important than ever to cultivate inner peace. The modern world pulls you in every direction: social media, news, responsibilities. But a true Stoic knows that peace comes from within, not from the world outside. You must set aside time each day to practice stillness. Whether through meditation, reflection, or simply silence, these moments of peace will strengthen your resolve, allowing you to face external chaos with internal tranquility. Find a quiet spot in your home and for 10 minutes sit in silence. Let your thoughts settle. Observe them, but do not engage. This practice will ground you, no matter what storms rage outside. Number 9. Use rationality as your guide. Reason is the foundation of Stoicism. As Epictetus said, "Reason is our guide in all things." Emotions cloud judgment, but rationality cuts through the fog. When faced with difficult situations, a Stoic does not react impulsively. Instead, they pause, analyze, and respond based on reason. This is the essence of wisdom, acting in accordance with what is right, not with what feels easiest. In every challenge, you must ask yourself, what does reason dictate? What action will lead to the most virtuous outcome? By relying on reason, You ensure that your actions align with your values and principles, not with fleeting emotions. When you receive harsh criticism, your immediate reaction might be defensiveness. But reason asks, is there truth in this? Can I learn from it? Instead of lashing out, you absorb the lesson and grow. Number 10. Strive for virtue. Above all else. At the heart of Stoicism is one core principle: virtue. Everything else, wealth, success, recognition, is secondary. Wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance are the four cardinal virtues that should guide your every decision. Marcus Aurelius consistently returned to this idea. Does this action help me live virtuously? That is the question that must guide you in all things. When you make virtue your priority, you rise above the petty distractions and temptations of life. You become focused on what truly matters, living in accordance with nature, with your highest self. The pursuit of virtue is the pursuit of a life well lived. When tempted by an unethical shortcut in your career, remind yourself, this is not the path of virtue. By choosing integrity over immediate gain, you build a foundation that cannot be shaken. This is the path of the Stoic, one of mastery over the self, one of unwavering virtue. Each of these steps leads you deeper into the philosophy that can change your life if you let it. It won't be easy. But remember the words of Epictetus, no great thing is created suddenly. This is a journey, not a destination. Each day is another opportunity to strengthen your resolve, to master your emotions, to live with purpose, and in doing so, you will become the master of yourself. Good day.